Hi Kaiju fans, we got another product review or a series of product reviews for you. What we have here today are the two Godzillas from Final Wars. There's the, I guess you would call it the normal variant, which is here, and this is kind of a grayish black color with white spines and yellow toenails. This is pretty widely available back in 2004, 2005 when the movie came out. And we also have a variant which is this sort of clear water blue aqua sort of color. Same Godzilla sculpt, except obviously the blue predominates throughout, and also the fact that the fins are maybe a slightly different shade of white. So I wanted to just show this to you guys because I thought it was really cool, and it's something that I had been chasing down for a while. Shortly after the movie was released. So yeah, they're essentially the same sculpt as I mentioned already. They stand about 12 inches tall, and I think by the measurements here, they are about 13 to 14 inches long. So a pretty large figure overall. I think I was able to pick this off the shelf of my local toy store. I have both tags on them, as you can see here. What I do like about these figures is this kind of the sort of tightness and the robustness of the figures themselves. And I guess what I mean by that is that a lot of these figures that you see are not meant to be sort of played with in a way, and I guess for maybe children, I think maybe most likely you could probably be able to give them to kids and they won't have to worry too much about sharp edges and things like that. But the quality of the materials is quite nice, I'd say. It's definitely could be used as a display item, how I have been doing it for many years now. But even if you were to beat them up a little bit, I think they could sort of withstand some of the times of trials and tribulations when it comes to messing around when you're in the sandbox and things like that. So these figures are definitely tough, although those collectors out there will say that you would want all your figures to be intact without any kind of scrapes and whatnot, and I've done everything I can to make sure that these figures are in the best condition possible. But nevertheless, really like them. They're some of my favorite looking figures out there. And if we can just move over to maybe the blue one just for a moment here. Yeah, these variants are always nice to find if you can find them, just because they're, number one, they're rare, which is obvious, but then also the artists kind of take a little bit of latitude in the colors that they end up using, and that in itself maybe is a little bit more like an art piece as opposed to just a direct representation of the Godzilla in the movie itself. Just to kind of speak a little bit more about the figure, the toenails as well as the fingernails are well crafted. I would say there are some ridges on there, so that's really good for the detail. You can see some of his scales throughout the body. They definitely pop out, and as you run your fingers over them, you can definitely feel the adjustments and the kind of uneven surface, but it definitely feels a little bit more alive than some of the other figures, which are very flush, and you can't really get that kind of texture when you try to enjoy them, or at least handle them. So this is really cool. Got the white tag here for the blue one in particular, and just to go back to the original one, or I guess the normal version, kind of had, this is what the tag looks like, and all the same qualities as the blue variant, but nevertheless, two figures that I really enjoy. If you enjoy this content, and feel free to head over to kaijukingdomcollectibles.com. We're happy to service you there with all the latest and greatest Godzilla content. So thanks very much, and we'll catch you next time.